All right, welcome everyone. My name is Eric. Welcome to today's information session from Neotech Academy. We are very excited about this because we're going to talk about something which has been getting a lot of coverage in recent years. And we've gotten a lot of questions on this topic as an academy. People are very concerned about losing their jobs, being replaced by AI. Of course, it's all over the news. AI really is nothing new. It's been around if you think about it. I mean, its origins go back to the middle part of the last century, but it's becoming more and more commonplace nowadays. And so we have a solution for you. That's the good news. I mean, we can be concerned about our future, and rightly so. But the good news is there is a solution, and we're going to talk about what that solution looks like today. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to go through some things on the topic that you see there on the screen. We're going to talk about what we do as an academy to make you really, I guess, to help make you stand above the competition in the workplace. And this will be applicable, as you'll see in a few minutes, no matter what your career currently is. So you might be working in a non-IT job, but you want to be perhaps more efficient, for example, or have a skill set that maybe your peers don't have. So maybe when opportunity comes along for promotion, you'll be selected as opposed to someone who doesn't have the background that you have because you were involved in what we're going to talk about today. Also, for folks who are looking to get involved in this and become an AI engineer, we're going to talk about what that looks like, what type of career path it looks like, and what's entailed in actually getting to that point where you now have that official certification, which is what we're going to get into all in this next. Probably take us a little less than an hour to get through everything. I'll be joined in just a few minutes by our lead instructor, Nick Javade, and he's going to walk you through a little bit about his background and how long he's been doing this and go through the more technical parts. And then what I'll do is I'll come back on afterwards, talk very briefly about our placement program because we've been doing this for a long time, and we actually will do everything we can to help you, if you're not currently employed in the AI industry, the AI sector. We have a placement program where we'll do everything we can to help you as far as that is concerned, which I'll talk about a little bit later, and to go through the tuition. Okay. So I'll be on initially. Nick will come on, lead instructor, and then I'll come back on at the end, talk about a little bit about the placement program as well as the tuition. Okay. And then we'll get to all your questions at that point. All right. So let's just go ahead and start to dive into this. Just first of all, real quickly, we've been doing this for a long time, guys. We have students all around the world, alumni all around the world. Course Report, just so you know, has actually rated us for 2023 and 2024 as the best QA testing boot camp. So now we're launching this new program, this new boot camp for AI, but we've been in IT for a long time. All we do is IT here. So I always like to point out, we're not the Neotech Academy IT boot camp school that also does, bartending school and truck driving. All we do is AI. I mean, all we do is IT, I should say. And now we're branching out into AI as well, which is very exciting. Also, Career Karma rated us in 2024 as the best software testing boot camp. So we do quite a bit, software testing being just one thing. What we do train people in automation as well as and now AI. So, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, AI is transforming every industry. And as I was saying at the outset, if you don't have the skills necessary, because a big concern people have is, well, is AI going to replace me? Well, the answer to that is I don't, maybe, possibly, but what if you have the ability to help your company become more efficient because you have these skills in AI? So those who know how to use it are going to have a clear career advantage. So let's take a look at some data just to understand how big this shift already is. So McKinsey, which is a large global management company, they've been around for over 100 years. What they have noted, and look at this growth, guys. Since 2017, 78% now of companies are using AI. And there was a 23% jump in recently in just one year. And so what that means is that almost 8 out of 10 organizations are already integrating AI into daily operations. Now, some of you might be able to relate to this. I remember probably about 10 years or so, even though cryptocurrency had already, been around for a little while, I felt like a lot of people that, yeah, it'll kind of pass, who cares about crypto, Bitcoin and all that. But look at what it is today. Look at what it's morphed into. And so even though AI as a concept has been around for many, many decades, it's now becoming more pronounced, as you can see, within corporate America, corporations all around the world, really. And so you've got to either join it or have the potential of being left behind, and we don't want that to happen to you. So if you think about it, from companies that use chatbots to data analysis, AI is streamlining work and it's boosting output. What does that mean? It means new skills are becoming essential. I mean, you can't get involved. You can't go into a website nowadays without getting, an AI chat bot. And sometimes that bot winds up solving all your problems that a human would normally do. So AI, if you think about it, is it really it's a disruptor in the industry, but you know what? It also has created an opportunity. So here's one of the big things. Instead of fearing displacement, losing your job. Our goal here at Neotech is to help you use AI. Why? How? To become more efficient, to become more creative, become more valuable to the organization. Because we have to ask ourselves, could companies benefit if they could free up 60 to 70% of employees' time through automation? What do you guys think? What do you think that would be a good thing? If you think companies could benefit if they could free up 60 to 70% of employees' time through automation? I think the answer is obvious. It's a very rhetorical question. So again, over 70% of companies will expect their employees to have AI skills in the next, not 10 years from now, 20 years from now. No, we're talking the next 3 years. KPMG announced a 50% productivity gain when it gave 7,000 employees Microsoft Copilot, an AI tool, obviously. Think about that, a 50% productivity gain. So if the data is already there, if it's because really it's becoming empirical, the data is already there that AI can help with productivity. What does that mean? What that means is you don't want to be, again, left behind. The demand for AI skills isn't coming, it's already here, if you really think about it. So the question is, are you ready? AI is going to replace millions of jobs, and this is obviously a huge concern that people have. Again, we hear it all the time here at Neotech, especially for the last couple of years. But it will also create millions more. And the key question is, which side of that shift do you want to be on? So again, this is your chance to prepare, and if you think about it, really to stay relevant before the market moves even faster. Look at how quickly things are developing nowadays. I've talked about this for years, how, knowledge, the doubling of knowledge, how, if you think about many years ago, knowledge doubled like every 200 years, then it was every 100 years, and then it was every 25 years. I mean, it's going to get to the point where like every couple of months, everything we've known since the beginning of time will be doubled, in a relatively short amount of time. So when it comes to AI, that's really no exception. So the key question here is, what are you going to do to prepare for this change? So let's talk about our programs. We have two major programs here. We've got the AI Essentials program, and then we have what's called the AI Engineering program. Now, the AI Engineering program actually will encompass the Essentials program, and we're going to talk about what this all means here in just a second. So the AI Essential programs, just in a nutshell, it's really foundational. It's beginner friendly. It teaches practical no code AI skills. So if you think about if you're doing a non IT job right now, you just want to become more efficient, then this is something which could definitely appeal to you. The AI engineering program is more advanced, it's hands on, teaches you how to build and deploy AI automations. All right. So this is probably a better visual here. So you've got the AI engineering program. So we have these two boot camps, okay, two courses, AI engineering. Now it's going to be encompassing the AI essentials, but you can just move forward with just the AI essentials, not even bother with the AI engineering. Just depends on what really path you're looking to undertake. Am I looking to do AI as a career? And that's pretty much all I'm going to do. Or do I just want to enhance what I'm currently doing in my job, as it could be a white collar job, it could be a blue collar job, whatever the case may be. But let's talk a little bit about the Essentials program. Okay. So all Essentials is all about, it's about learning to think and work effectively with AI. No coding is required. So your main learning outcomes are how to design effective prompts and build your own AI playbook. How to apply AI to your daily work, whether it's writing, whether it's analysis, whether it's communication, and basically how to make you work faster, become more efficient, more creative via AI. And this is ideal for beginners, again, non-technical professionals, creators, people who are looking to maybe change careers. Again, if you've never worked in tech before, this is the program for you. This is the one that you want to focus more on. Okay. I'm not saying you can't do the other one. It's just that if you're trying to, as we go through this, is keep that in mind. And I'll reiterate this as we move along here. It's more for people who are just looking to almost enhance what they're currently doing, make themselves more efficient. But at the same time, again, if you've got these skills, if you've got the certification, which we offer, and you can show this to your employer, would you agree that that's going to make you a little bit more desirable, come promotion time? Or if you want to switch jobs, go to a different company, and you've got that background, you've got, experience working on projects, then that's going to make you even more marketable. So AI Essentials is all about learning to think and work effectively with AI. Again, no coding required. And what you're going to look here, what we're going to accomplish here is helping you to boost your productivity and to stand out in the job market. Now, the start date on this is going to be November 22nd. Write this date down, guys. November 22nd, 2025. It's going to be 4 weeks, 9 hours per week. That's it, 9 hours a week, not 30 hours a week, not 40 hours a week. If you already are doing something, which most of you probably are already doing something work-wise, and it's fine if you're not, but if you are, this is not going to be taking up a ton of your time. You're looking at 9 hours per week. Interactive live classes, they're held online. We give you hands-on with live demonstrations, guided labs, mini sprints, as we call it, and 24/7 support. Again, the skill level is going to be beginner friendly. All right, so you get all the support that you need. How can you use AI to enhance your work? Well, rather than going through all of these, I think we've already talked about, if not all of them, automate repetitive tasks. If you think about that, think about it from the employer's point of view. If you could do something, if something could be accomplished in a few minutes rather than a few hours, wouldn't you be in favor of that as the employer? So again, that's why you've got to get on the bandwagon, so to speak. You can generate ideas and content faster, get help with decision making. I think we've already seen these things. I'm probably not telling you anything here that you don't already know when it comes to AI. Create a website without writing code, finding information faster. So these are all the things, or this some of the things really, that AI can do to help enhance your work. Who is it for? It's for everyone, because it's people working in any industry: education, sales, marketing, customer service, law, I mentioned that earlier, real estate, research, and a lot more. Creators who want to speed up and scale their craft. And if you are currently in tech, I mean, obviously that's what we do here. We have boot camps for people who are looking to be testers or software development engineer in tests, whatever the case may be, scrum masters, you name it. But if you're looking to add yet another skill, a skill that's really, it seems to be taken over, then this is definitely something to consider. Let's just put it that way. We've seen marketers create entire campaigns in hours, and educators generate lesson plans instantly, all using AI. So here's AI use case examples across various jobs and fields, teaching AI drafted tests of material. So, and by the way, I've noticed this. In recent years, we are seeing more and more teachers. We're seeing more and more people in the medical field that are making a transition to IT. Now, if they just want to remain in that field, which certainly there's nothing wrong with doing that, but if you want to remain in that field, just think about how much more efficient you could be utilizing AI, how much more efficient you could be as a marketer creating content quicker, or in sales having a better use of data lead development. And you see the other things up here: law, drafting contracts quicker, or real estate analyzing market trends a whole lot faster. So AI Essentials program, here's what you should be able to do by the end. Actually, you will be able to do this, assuming that you do the work that we tell you to do. Okay. So create effective prompts that gets the best out of your AI tools, making you more productive. Think about the power of adding AI skills to your resume. Some of you have probably noticed this, that as you are applying for jobs nowadays, they're asking, do you have any type of AI experience? Building your own AI prompt playbook. So um, many grads report their first wow moment in week one because they're automating a 60-minute task into a 10-minute flow. So again, week one of the program. And that's what we're talking about today. So we're not just telling you more about AI, we're just kind of laying the foundation, but we're letting you know that if you're not proficient in these skills, you're in the right place. Okay, so we're going to talk about how this all works, how this can fit into what you're currently doing, or, if you're looking to just pursue a career in AI, on a full-time basis. So either enhance your current career or else go into AI full-time. We have the expertise to help you out with that. And to bottom line is not only make you more efficient, but make you more money. That's what it boils down to, right? Yeah, you can make me more efficient. I can take a course and all that, but what's that really going to do for me? Hopefully, make you more money, get you to where you need to be financially, because that opens all kinds of doors and it enables you to help you do the things that you really want to do in life. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I want to bring on Nick here. Nick is our lead instructor for both of these programs. And what Nick's going to do is give you some more insight into the AI engineering program, the curriculum, and some of the tools that you'll be exposed to that will help elevate you above the competition. So, Nick, you want to go ahead and take it away, my friend?
Thank you, Eric. Hey, good afternoon, guys. Nick here, the lead instructor. Let me just share my screen. Sorry, guys, just a little technical issue. All right, sorry. So let's talk about the essentials first. So some of the tools we're going to be learning is ChatGPT, Gemini, Notebook LM. So the start of that course is to really teach you prompt engineering, is to make you understand like anything that you do at work, you can use ChatGPT to automate some of the stuff that you do. Let it be data. If you work at a nonprofit organization, you work at a hospital, you can use any of these tools to do prompt engineering using Claude, Gemini, Notebook. Slide. Our next program is the AI engineering program, which is to build AI agents that work for you. So if you do any tasks that are repetitive at work, you'll be able to use some of these tools that we have here. For example, GitHub, ChatGPT, Gemini, Postman, NAN. What we do is we built an automation workflow to allow you to anything you have that you do repetitively at work. We use that to build this automation workflows using NAN. Let's talk about the start date is on the 22nd. It's 12 weeks. It's 9 hours a week. It's a live class, so we have labs every day. And at the end of each class, you'll have take home work and you'll have a capstone projects at the end to do. We talked about the tools. This is some of the job roles that you can get: AI automation specialist, AI workflow engineer, generative AI architect, AI strategist, journalist, AI automation consultant, AI transformation lead. All right. So anyone who's this program for, anyone who wants to automate their work, if you're switching your career, AI related jobs, people who want to upskill, get ahead in the job market. So AI engineering program, by the end, you'll be able to build AI agents that handle tasks without constant manual input, apply for AI jobs, save time, showcase your AI agents to employers. All right, I'm going to hand it back to you, Eric.
I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here again. There we go. All right. Yeah, and guys, after you complete, this is a common question that people have after I complete the course, will I receive any type of certification? And the answer is yes. You receive a certification upon graduation. It can be added to your LinkedIn profile. It can be shared with employers for validation. And it's not just a digital badge, it's actually proof of hands-on industry relevant skills. Now let's make sure we understand the schedule. I know we talked about it a moment ago, but let's just run through it again. So the schedule for both programs is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. This is East Coast time. So 7 to 10, 7 to 10, Tuesday and Thursday, and then Saturday 11 to 2. Both programs start on November 22nd. So what that means is if you're signed up for the engineering program, and I'm going to go through the tuition and the money back guarantee in just a second, okay, guys? But if you're signed up for the engineering program, you'll start also on the 22nd. It's just that the first part of that is just going to be for the essentials. Then the essentials will be done, and that'll segue into the engineering part. So the engineering, if you signed up for the engineering boot camp, you'll just continue with it after that. But again, our start date is November 22nd. Really, if you think about it, that's not too far away because there's some things we will probably have you do to kind of prepare you for the boot camp, so you don't want to wait until the last minute to get started here. What am I looking at income wise? Well, and you can verify all this yourself, guys. You can go to Glassdoor, you can go to Indeed, wherever it is that you normally search for jobs, even LinkedIn, something like that. How much does an artificial intelligence specialist make? Today's pay range between 96,000 and 165,000. Why is that? Because again, this is the wave of the future. And you already know that. That's probably why you're here today. You're probably concerned that, am I still going to be able to provide for my family if I don't have AI skills? I can't answer that, but I can say that if you have this certification, you'll certainly put yourself in a much better position to be positioned for the future than someone who doesn't have these skills and doesn't have this certification. And by the way, guys, because we've been doing this for a long time, we've been in the IT industry training people literally all around the world. We have connections with various companies. Every single company here, you guys are all familiar with. Everybody knows Bank of America. Everybody knows UA, United Airlines. Everybody knows Oracle, Amazon, whatever the case may be. And again, we have connections with these companies. A lot of our alumni are working with them, administrations, and when it comes to SSA there, and they are adopting AI very rapidly. So you'll also have an alumni network that you'll have access to. You'll be able to join really a growing number of professionals that are in our community who help each other with job referrals and projects. So you're not going to be alone. This is not one of those deals where, we simply teach you what to do and that's really about it. Then we say, okay, see you later, you're on your own. No, we're here to help you because it's in our best interest. So if we can not only educate you, but do whatever we can to help you land that first job, obviously it'll speak volumes about us. People will write positive reviews, and we'll get more students. We'll be able to keep the lights on. So that's how we look at it. So we are incentivized to do everything that we possibly can to help you. Now let's go through the tuition here. And again, there's a money back guarantee, which I'll go over with you as well. Let's start out with the AI Essentials program. So the regular tuition on this is $1,199. Now, what we are doing is a launch discount because this is going to be new. It is new. We also are providing an early bird discount for those of you who are on this webinar today. So you can get in, you're getting on the ground floor. And so the tuition winds up being, I mean, effectively $800, $799. It's think about that, $799 to enhance your skills, make you more marketable. You could potentially make an actual income from your employer many, many, many more times than that. And I'm sure you would agree with that. And we also offer payment plans. Let's say $799 is something you really can't swing right now. Okay. Well, we have a payment plan. You can do $399 by the time the program starts, and then halfway through the program, 400 at that point. Okay. And again, I'll go through the money back guarantee here in a second. After I go through the AI engineering. Okay. So the regular tuition on the AI engineering program is $3,499. And this includes the AI Essentials. Okay, so you're getting both programs. Think about that. The launch discount, we're knocking off $500 because this is a new program. So for you guys who are joining us in this first cohort, so to speak, you get $500 off, an early bird discount on top of that, and that brings it down to $26.99. But there is a payment plan in case that's kind of difficult for you. It can be paid in 5 monthly installments of $539. But keep in mind, once again, the AI engineering bootcamp includes the AI essentials. Okay. And this comes with a 7-day money back guarantee. You will know very quickly if this is for you or not. So it's a 7-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. This is designed to make quality AI education as accessible as possible. We want everybody who has an interest in improving themselves and making themselves more marketable so that, yeah, if companies do start laying off people because they can save money with AI, and you're like, hey, I'm an AI expert. Imagine being the AI expert at wherever it is you work. That's a big part of this. That's a major part of this. Now, we also offer an additional discount. So if you are an alumni, so you're currently with Neotech, you've been with us for other boot camps like our software testing boot camp, for example, which we've had for many years. Let us know when you reach out to us because there will be an additional discount. If you're referred by a Neotech student, alumni, let us know and we can give you an additional discount. If it's a group discount, like a number of you joining up, let us know and we'll do everything we can to bring that tuition even further down. So the tuition is already inexpensive as it is, but we'll lower it even more if we have to. So we'll offer you even more discounts if you are being referred. Now, here's a big question that people have. What if I change my mind later? Well, there's no deposit. There's no application fee. You don't pay anything until the boot camp actually kicks off. You start paying when the classes begin, not before, and you can cancel for free anytime until the boot camp starts. And there is, again, this 7-day money back guarantee, 100% refund if you decide to leave. Okay. And like I said, 7 days is sufficient. You'll know within the first few days if this is for you or not. I don't see why you would cancel it, but anything can happen. Life gets in the way, something of that nature, whatever. But we do offer the security of that 7-day money back guarantee. Because, I mean, if you think about it, the AI Essentials is only the AI Essentials part of it is only 4 weeks. So you're able to actually complete 25% of it and still decide if you want to stay with it or not. And so we give you that money back guarantee. We don't want people signing up just for the money back guarantee. Like, hey, I'll just sign up for a few days and I'll ask for a refund. Quite frankly, if that's your philosophy going into this, I wouldn't even do it because you're just wasting your time at that point. I mean, if you're serious about this, if you're serious about making a change adding AI to your bag of tricks, so to speak. I used to always say, some of you may have heard this term, adding another, arrow to your quiver, so to speak, making yourself more marketable. Those are the folks that we want to deal with, that we want to educate. But yes, there is the money back guarantee there for a full 7 days. So, and you'll be able to determine very quickly if this is for you or not. To learn more about the boot camp, here's what you do. Some of you already know this if you've already been one of our students, neotechacademy.com. Or to book a call with our admissions team, simply go to neotech.live/call. If you're not ready to call, just simply submit your interest. Go to neotechacademy.com/apply. But guys, don't delay. We're giving you extra discounts because it is a new launch, and because you're watching this now, we're giving you the early bird on top of that. So you can't go wrong. The Essentials program, if you want to enhance your AI skills, no coding required. Doesn't matter what your career is right now. You're just making yourself more marketable. You're making yourself more marketable to another company. Or maybe, like I said, when it comes to promotion time, AI engineer, maybe that's what you just want to focus on is AI. No matter what it is you're looking to do, AI is a way with a future, so you got to get on board. Email us for any questions, or simply go to team@neotechacademy.com. Again, schedule a phone call, neotech.live/call, and that's our number if you simply want to call us, 929-566-3919. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring Nick back on, and he's our lead instructor here. He's the man of the hour. And so we'll take any final questions that you may have that may have not been addressed yet in the chat. I've got 6 screens here, guys, so I'm looking all over the place for my chat box. Okay, here it is. All right. So any final questions that are that have not been addressed yet? And why don't I do this? Why don't I just go back to the tuition? Oops. There we go. And keep in mind, guys, that this is what you're looking at. 1,200, you might as well say, normally, but take advantage of the new launch. $200 off, early bird discount, $200 off. Tuition comes down to $799, not even payable up front. I mean, $399 at the program starts, 400 midway, 7-day money back guarantee. You can't go wrong. AI engineering course from 3,500 down to just under 2,700. Big discount again because it's a new launch, early bird discount, 5 monthly installments. So you'll start out. So if you do the engineering program, you'll get the essentials with it. You're not paying this plus that. It would just be this. You're getting essentials. If all you need is the essentials, and the essentials might be appropriate for quite a few of you that are on the call right now, because maybe you just want to enhance whatever it is you're doing now with some AI skills, then that might be all you need right there. But we're making this as accessible as possible to, I would say, pretty much anyone. I mean, if you're truly motivated to better your situation, make yourself more marketable so you aren't left behind, you gotta get involved. And this is the way to do it. A boot camp with hands-on experience. Let's see here. Yep, November 22nd. This a question about the start date. Yeah, it was November 22nd.
Hey Eric, there's a question in the chat. It says what type of enterprise tools and handle security, enterprise security and compliance. Um, it just depends on what type of enterprise tool it is, and then if you have how much rights you have on that tool. So those are the two big things that we need to know first before we can answer that. Back to it.
Yeah, I was letting, looks like Chris had that question. I was letting Chris respond to that.
So answering Mohammed, yes. The answer is that if he lives in Europe, yes, everything we teach applies to any AI tools, regardless if it's in Europe, Asia, or the United States.
All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else for us? Well, this is pretty exciting. Like I said, it's the wave of the future. You all already know that. And think about the growth in particular just in the last 12 months in this sector. So yeah, any additional questions, guys, just reach out to us. I would highly encourage you to book a call with our team because they can go in depth with you one-on-one, get all your questions answered, take advantage of the early bird discount, take advantage of the launch discount, and think about where you are right now and imagine where you could be after the boot camp. So think about where you could be, a few months after November 22nd when that boot camp actually kicks off. Again, guys, we've been doing this for a long time. We've been in IT for a long time, so like I said, you're in the right place. Well, oh, we have another question here. Can I? Yes, just reach out to our team as far as any alumni discount, and we'll be glad to help you out. So, like I was saying, if you're an alumni, if you were referred by someone, then let us know, and we can bring that tuition down even further because we want to do everything we can to get you guys involved. We don't want anyone left behind with this AI revolution. All right. Any more questions? Okay, let's go back to. So, first of all, here's the schedule. Run through that again. Oh, there we go. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. These are East Coast times, East Coast US. So just make adjustments depending on where you are. Again, it's just 9 hours a week. We're going to record them. So don't worry if you're like, you know what, I live at I live at a time zone that's other side of the world, and I can't wake up at 2 in the morning or whatever. It's recorded, so you can watch them at your convenience. So you don't have to worry about that. And as Nick was saying, he was talking about some of the tools that you'll be exposed to. I don't know if you want to add anything, Nick, as far as I know this is supposed to be more high level. This is like a preview here, but if
Yeah.
you want to add anything as far as the curriculum goes, we had a question about the curriculum.
Yeah, we can email them the curriculum and the high level stuff.
That sounds good. That sounds good. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Why don't I do this? I will leave this up here for a few more seconds. Sorry for the, clicking on all the slides there. I'll leave this up here for you. So reach out to us with any other questions. We're going to go ahead and sign off. But yeah, we look forward to you coming on board and, getting you trained. And it's a great decision. It's an easy decision if you think about it. I mean, if companies are saying, if corporate America is saying, and really companies around the world, this is the path, this is what you've got to know. That's a tell for them, right? I mean, they're being very blunt. They're saying you've got to know this. Why would you not want to be involved? Why would you not want to increase your income? All right, so we're going to sign off. Take care, guys. Thank you for joining us. All the best.